Okay, now I'm recording again because I gotta talk to. I gotta talk to Ben. Hi. How you guys doing? You can't talk back? Yeah, I can't hear you. Telepathy doesn't work that way. Well, I can't hear you because you don't have telepathy. You got to voice the skull. Yeah, and it's shielded, so too bad. Too bad. So sad. I'm gonna lay down with my pants off. And then you can call me, or you can send me messages, or you can, I don't know, something other than what you've been doing. What have you been doing? I don't know what it is. I don't know what you've been doing, feeling. But you're probably not going to be doing it anymore. I don't really need to call the police, do I? And then I don't know what's happening. But you guys, ow, you guys sure do. Ow, my knee hurts. My ass hurts. But at least I know what's going on. And you don't. So talk to me. Click.
Come on, use both shoes! He throws into Rhino, who's covering, and it's gonna be...
Jack Austin, astronaut. Exposed to inappropriate levels of solar energy.
Sunlight makes him the world's smartest man.
I know everything!
I want that brain. Take it out.
Heat Vision, the motorcycle with the mind of Jack's unemployed roommate. Together they run for their lives, blocked at every turn by adventure.
Move out, don't mess around. Move out, you bring me down. Move out, I forget about, don't make the sound. Move out.
Now let's just power. For real.
I'm bothered by the destruction and the chaos that they're trying to create. A karmic masculine here
Hi.
could have traveled, given someone unexpected money, traveled somewhere to create an entity attachment on someone, and now this person is obsessed because they did a love spell. Your ancestors, a past over loved one, is protecting you. Coming out as a star seed.
I am Jack of a Star.
Being in poverty, needing help, you're protected from whoever this was that you were in a relationship with. Now this person's pissed off because they're enamored with you and they're obsessed.
Oh.
Somebody is in spiritual jail for doing this death magic here.
So,
And you're just healing. You're working hard.
Chica ran
effort,
away.
labor into your healing. You're coming out as rich girl energy, rich guy, queen of pentacles, king of pentacles energy.
With the money.
They're using divination, doing rituals against you because they don't want you to be able to manifest what you are doing in this rising star energy. They're trying to manipulate your energy and your manifestations, trying to
They
change
don't
your
wanna
health
get
so
caught.
that you have a health concern with voodoo, doing death magic. This fallen twin
don't have any
is
voodoo here.
Jezebel. And you're just this beautiful earth angel on your light and pathway full of self-love. And the distant future coming.
Voodoo is code for needles. Now, in spite of my ability to do so, I'm not using needles much. I mean, it's not like I've given up on them. They're just a tool, if anything. It's dangerous, certainly, but so is breathing.
Into your north node and having all of these energies blocked and no
My north node is Capricorn. Capricorn is the sign of the devil. Trust me, I know how to use a needle. Jesus.
access to your energy. Someone could have been trying to put loving thoughts about them into your mind, fucking with your psyche, fucking with
And that's mostly by not using them very often at all, honestly.
your intuition, fucking with your chakras to try and come back towards you in your house.
Sorry if that blows your
Soulmate energy
fucking
here. We've got an ice
hero
plane
worship of
that's
me.
in lustful energy that's mentally and emotionally unstable.
I prefer to use them with permission.
Let's try to this day.
This woman's all over it.
talking about the stank hoe. It's bad spiritual hygiene. Karmic men here.
The stank hoe.
Still love spells to possibly try and get someone away from you.
Now I wonder if that's me.
Scorpio energy.
No, that's not me.
Karmic
That's the other
masculine
one.
that you could have been in a commitment with. Wanting power and destruction.
I don't have nothing
They're
to
in trouble.
Scorpio.
They're out of control. Triumphing over evil and conflict. Having the opportunity to overcome this conflict. It's a serious shift in the energy. Lightning can be significant. A thunderstorm with bad lightning. Harvesting the energy from storms.
Black.
Someone sexually frustrated doing sex magic. A nice guy in the community could pop by and say hello. Someone in a commitment is full of jealousy and envy because of your achievements.
Oh boy.
A dark high priest is concerned because now they're in a state of bondage because of what they were expecting for a love spell to come towards you. It's not happening. You're
Cool. A dark high priest is casting love spells on me to get me to fall in love with the target. And it's not working. Are you writing this down? It's pretty exciting, isn't it? Come on. You're excited, right?
this ascended high priestess energy. This corrupt family here was expecting something to go their way in a court situation. The karmic is very confused about the endings that are going on in their life or in their commitment because of this love spell. The bell's being lifted on how happy you are once someone walked away and abandoned you.
Well, ain't that
Having
happy.
inappropriate thoughts about you because they're sexually frustrated, doing sex magic. This fallen twin or soulmate was a polygamist. They were cheating with a group of people with third-party
That
interferences.
bitch.
Someone could work on cars. Someone's under investigation, and they're being followed. We've got at least one undercover, possibly two.
How
And law
dare
enforcement
they?
That's not corrupt. Is following. They could be
How
looking at
absolutely
someone's
dare
business.
they?
Someone's business could have to do with cars or like a shop or restoration. Someone could have gotten fired from their job, and now they're financially dependent on others for their bills to be paid.
That sucks.
Your truth shakes their world, and they can't handle it. They're finally getting caught and fired from their job.
Uh-oh.
Your truth could have something to do with that.
Sorry, guy. Sorry, man.
Becoming forceful to trap you. Skank hoe.
It's nothing personal.
Is financially dependent on others, and they've got legal issues. A group of people's secrets are coming out. We've got the steel.
Like
Taurus energy.
this would be happening regardless of what I did. I assure you. Try not to blame me.
World Cup. A time
I'm not even a gigolo.
of undeniable greatness.
Something that's developed over time, drawing out and using something. Alcohol, someone could be an alcoholic, they could drink liquor or alcohol of some kind, making a reduction, drawing it out and infusing it. And I'm just seeing this also as like drugs in a needle and syringe. We have the biker, Libra energy. Someone's a lone wolf, breaking the rules, loves their freedom, moving on. Someone could be an outlaw. Some kind of swift action is needed, have a need for speed. Someone could be an adrenaline junkie.
Uh-oh.
We have friends on the split, Scorpio energy. Big red truck could be significant. The third person, hanging out, meeting up in person, so they can be together, contacting someone to meet up and hang out, that they're going to show up. Someone that was trusted. We've got two guys here hanging out, and then the girl's rolling up. And the guy could
Two guys hanging out and the girl's rolling up.
My friends, you just flip it out, it resonates.
Gee, I wonder where they are.
You
I know the
trusted this
address.
person in a commitment, and they were out running around saying they were hanging out with their friends, but they were out meeting somebody else.
Yeah.
They were definitely fucking around with third parties, with a group of people,
Yep.
harvesting from the sacral chakra, doing sex magic. With a community of people who are jealous and envious of your achievements. They don't want you to have any commitments, any nice people coming towards you, doing binding magic. Loves.
So what's happening is that, hi everybody, there's a bunch of people hanging out in town, getting high, smoking reefer, doing stuff, things and stuff. I'm not invited. Fuck no, I am not invited at all. And people who want to find me, they end up there. They end up there. There's probably multiple theirs in town. I'm not allowed to go to any of them. Number one, I don't know where they are. Number two, if I was there, people who operate the place would know who was there that I shouldn't meet, and they would whisk me away, or they would generally frown on my being there. They don't want me to be there. They want me to die.
Spells to put endings in any relationship that you get into. The veil's being lifted. When you walked away and cut these cords from these people, you started descending out of this energy. And they were not expecting this to happen. They were expecting this binding energy to keep you in a state of bondage. To keep.
Well, I'm bonded by the sense that I'm out on bond, going to go hang out at a known drug location. It'd be a bad scene. Yeah, people would wonder. People would be like, "Hey, there's a $5,000 bounty on his head up in Lewis County. Let's get him." Like, that kind of shit works. So, where all the people are who are looking for me, they're probably, if they're really caught up, they're really not allowed to listen to my podcast. They go over there, they get high, and they suck dick. They don't fucking listen to Jack Michelson call them out on their bullshit.
Bound. They were expecting that to happen, but you've just ascended past this. Remain calm and focused. Your discernment is on point, and your life is about to change drastically. Woohoo! And it doesn't matter what they're wanting to try to do to you here. Your ancestors aren't going to allow it. Somebody's going to lose their job. Okay, I got cold. I had to put on a sweater. Sorry.
Somebody's losing their job. They have a job running a
About
crack
this
house?
community.
Fucking cool.
Got toil and labor in reverse. Someone could be losing their job. Could have gotten co-workers involved here. Full of jealousy and envy because I got a message of concern. Clarifying achievement, we've got a courtship here. Someone's concerned that you could be in a relationship or that they're jealous and envious that you have achievements. The time is now to do sex magic with the community because they're jealous. So whoever they were in a relationship with this polygamy here, clarify concern. What are they concerned about? Concerned about a child? Or their children? Or concerned about their innocence? Clarifying, hello, we have a message. Could be concerned about being able to talk to their child because of clarifying commitment, we've got poverty.
Oh, yeah.
A breakup, struggling financially after a commitment is over. There could be children involved with the family here, having to walk away.
There's definitely children involved.
Not wanting something to change, but something's changing. Something's in limbo. Clarifying this dark high priest, we have a thief. And clarifying nice guy, we have a family room. Don't want something to change. Getting a message of concern that someone is a thief in a couple in a relationship here. Someone could have thought, taking advantage of a nice guy or a nice girl here in the relationship, being in dark deceptive energy, creating codependency to where they're financially dependent on the other person.
So what's happening is that the company wants to continue taking advantage of children that they're allowed to take advantage of. Native children, poor children, careless children. The company is not just allowed to, they're encouraged to harvest these children from the environment. The environment being society. Now, this isn't altogether a bad thing. Some children yearn to be harvested. Some children are like low-hanging fruit. They just walk out, and they're hoping Prince Charming's going to walk on by. They're hoping Richard Gere's going to pick them up while they're hooking on the street or something. People have a lot of weird ideas. Whether they're allowed to or not, they're going to have the weird ideas. And there are people who don't just feed on this energy. They thrive on it. It's what they do. And I'm not allowed to participate. Oh, no. They got two guys pretending to be me. They can't have me getting in the way. That might cause problems.
They're finally getting caught. Some kind of family room. The secret's coming out. Someone could have stolen from someone. And
Now, when this woman was saying they get caught, this is all being handled internally. Which means, yeah, hi. If I call up 911, help me, I'm not being allowed to the party. Right? They're not gonna worry about that. Sergeant Robinson will take the call and he'll say, "Yes, sir. That's right. You're not invited. You can't have your stuff anymore either." Click. That's basically what's going to happen. I'm not really opposed to that, but the people who do things, okay, so they've done them wrong in ways I'm not prepared to discuss, and that's really no business of mine, other than the way they've been using my name, pretending to be me, committing fraud in my name, causing problems, expecting to blame everything on me, doing it undercover, Black Ops budget. Catherine Austin Fitz has your balls, gentlemen.
and could have someone else that they were in a polygamist energy with a third party here, with a
boy.
false twin or soulmate here, could have stolen this person away from you, and they were secretly changing on how they were going to walk away and transition on the split because of thief. So trying to steal your ascension process here, trying to physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and sexually steal and siphon from you, clarifying expectation, or expecting here. Expectation, we have expectation. So they were definitely expecting for this bondage to work on you so that they could steal from you. They were binding you to where they were deceptive.
Thanks.
Now they're creating confusion and illusion regarding a judgment in a court situation here.
Thanks.
A high priestess is a false person. So a dark high priest and a dark high priestess in a cult here.
Now, a lot of these people are just doing their jobs. They're just doing what they're supposed to do. In fact, pretty much everybody is doing what they're supposed to do. And what they're supposed to do is simulate breaking the law so they can entice other people into breaking the law. I'm not supposed to know all this. I'm supposed to toddle off into town and look for the party. I'm supposed to clean up this house and then host a party. That's what they think. That's what they think I'm supposed to do. I'm not supposed to sit here and wait for the magic pumpkin man to come back and found a fucking alchemy lab. No. That's not on the menu. In fact, it's not on the menu. This land is blighted. It's not appropriate for an alchemy lab. It's good for a haunted graveyard bookseller, but I'm not really selling anything right now. Nor am I going to Yeah, I'm not sacrificing my vow of poverty. I'm not doing jack or shit to make money until I'm free of the court. And the reason why is because I'm not a slave. I'm not contractually obligated to work. I do work. I just don't work for you. And once I'm clear of the landmine that my life has become, I'll be able to do things like pay somebody to show me what taxes have been filed in my name. Pay somebody more to file taxes in my name. And then a great deal of malfeasance and identity fraud and identity theft and people theft and human trafficking, which is already known, right? It'll remove me from the equation. Now, as often as it is that I am mistaken for Kanye West, he and I are not the same. He's cool, I'm not. We are not the same. And the people who have attempted to bind up famous people with me, well, I'm not Kanye West. I'm not Michael Jackson. I'm Michael Kuzi. Hi guys. Hi. Go Prince Hall Bears.
In the courthouse, we've got an official person in the courthouse. The veil is being lifted on a main female.
Ooh.
Clarifying endings.
That's like when you get married
We've got bad health
in the desert
and a love spell.
and they put the veil on her so you don't see all the herpes on her
trying to
face.
collect off of someone's death here. Sudden wealth.
Blue waffle nose.
Abandoning sudden wealth. Abandonment. Clarifying bliss. We've got imprisonment. This karmic femme or karmic masculine, their pathway is going to lead to jail for stealing from you in some way, multiple times possibly.
No.
Their pathway is leading to a court situation that's going to lead to jail. And whatever they're not wanting to change in the distance.
Hi, Michael Kuzi here again. Okay, now, I understand you've got a very important human trafficking thing going on. I don't know shit about it. I don't traffic in humans. I don't purchase whores. I don't pay whores. I have a friend who probably is a whore. Actually, I probably have a couple friends. Hi, ladies. I get. There's no anger from me at what you're doing. I'm a big supporter of the concept of safe sex work, and a lot of pimps and thugs and thuggy pimps. Thuggy pimps and thuggy piggies don't get along. Thuggy piggies want to abuse the women, take money from them, see them as chattel objects. Thuggy pimps, they generally tend to care for their hoes, mostly because they earn better when they're not all fucked up, and also because they're not pigs. Not that there's wrong with being a pig. Squeal! There's nothing really wrong with being a pig, but if a person who isn't one acts like one, well, the other pigs will chew them alive. And generally, the other barnyard animals are not real thrilled with the pigs from time to time, mostly because the pigs are smart, also because the pigs get the best slops, also because people don't know the life of a pig. Yeah, it's terrific. I'm so humble, said some pig.
The horizons, it's going to be changing. Whatever's going on in this courtship here and this child, there's going to be a change, possibly regarding the property. Someone could be losing their property and going to jail. And they could have trusted a friend to do something here, because trusted and friends with courthouses on the bottom. A trusted friend could even testify on someone's behalf in a court situation here. We've got a thunderstorm. Something could happen whenever someone's intoxicated. Someone could be a biker or could ride a motorcycle. Work on cars, or someone's car could have it to go to the shop and have restoration. Someone's friends could work for a car or shop or restoration place for their business. Someone could have their own business doing this.
Now, when my motorcycle was having troubles, it wasn't because I was doing too much speed. Let's be clear. Amphetamines were developed by the military to give to fighter pilots who flew jets, who shot down enemy pilots while they were both high as fuck on speed. That's really not in doubt. Now, being high as fuck on crack is rather different, given that you wouldn't want to give a fighter pilot cocaine because reasons, some of which may not be immediately obvious to all of you. You should check out that movie Denzel Washington did called Flight. It's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I would not have checked it out usually, But I think I was at a hotel and there's nothing to do besides watch TV. And they had it on. And I'd heard about it. I'll set you up the movie. The guy is a commercial aircraft pilot. He flies jumbo jets, passenger planes. And he gets high as fuck all the time. But he passes a test, said nobody knows. So he's living the life. He's flying a plane during the week. On the weekends, he gets high as fuck. Come Monday morning, he's ready to go. Those of you who don't know, this kind of polydrug addiction lifestyle does not last long. It does not. It doesn't end well for most people. In the movie, it doesn't end well for Denzel Washington. I think they end up putting him in a hole. They don't hang him upside down like in Django, but fuck, they should remake Django with Denzel. That should be a rite of passage every year. They gotta do a reboot of Django, and you get it. Well, never mind. That's Rachel. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so I don't smoke crack. You guys smoke crack. What's the difference between ice and crack? Anyone? Bueller? Do you know what the difference is between ice and crack? I know. I'm not going to tell you because if you don't know the difference, you're a crackhead.
A group of people are all involved in these court situations with these legal issues, with friends that they trusted to get involved to come against you, with a community of people to, because they thought they were going to be able to achieve this, doing all this magic to keep you bound. We've got a king of wands and justice on the split.
Keep me bound, keep me Jack Star.
A visionary and entrepreneurial leader who is passionate and driven and who inspires others with his honor and success. Being very passionate. An enterprise. Having ambition and drive. Being impulsive and ruthless. Having high expectations. Frustrated because there's a delay. There's a failure. Having disagreements regarding this.
Now, there's lots of disagreements when it comes to law enforcement involving drugs. Most of the disagreements come from the DEA, who wants to carpet bomb every fucking location they find. Let's just go in with howitzers. Yeah. Because they don't care about getting the drugs. Some cops are like, ooh, I want to seize that evidence so I can use it in my undercover investigation. Also, I can't get meth any other way, so let's seize the drugs. Other guys are like, yeah, I've seen what that did to my family, so I'd prefer to just set it on fire, thanks. And both are perfectly admirable opinions. The very few actual DEA agents, Drug Enforcement Administration, real Fed guys, real girl guys, real men and women. I think it meant maybe three that I could be sure of. They were all really nice. Even when they were treating me like a skeevy drug addict, loser, dealer, pimp, thug, liar, even then, they were still treating me pretty nice. Insofar as one would treat anybody like that. I don't know if they were treating me that way because they thought I was innocent until proven guilty. No, they were pretty sure that I was guilty. They were pretty sure that I had committed offenses because they had seen me smoking weed. Oh, he's guilty. Some people are like that. Weed is not harmless. Fucking nothing is harmless if somebody intends harm. There's some stuff they can do with weed. I can see why legalizing it has been difficult. Because it's not just a question of decriminalization. It's also regulation, restriction. What is that? Is that a space squid attacking the police station? Space squids attacking Stalag 19. Yeah, that kind of shit. That's a problem. Yeah.
With the sun and the Seven of Cups and death, something's coming to an end. Something's being exposed.
Space squids.
This confusion and illusion. There's going to be success.
Okay. Now I'm getting
the truth of something here.
I'm getting warnings from
the law is involved.
Yeah, hi guys.
Trying to create confusions.
I see you.
In a court situation regarding a judgment.
We're gonna have to talk about that.
With the child here, the son can also represent the child, and the child doesn't have to be a little kid. It can be you as this adult child.
Now, I'm not going to say all three of them, but really at this point, the only people who talk to me at all are going to be badged hotties and heavy hotties. Maybe, well, trim heavy hotties. Since I don't have friends on the force, because I've never been on the force, and I've both been banned and voluntarily removed myself from the drug scene. I don't walk into town looking to score drugs. I don't need drugs, and if I did, if I needed them, if I needed drugs and I couldn't get them, that would be a sign from God saying, "Okay, time to sit down now. Now it really is time for bed, little buddy." Yeah, that condition hasn't shown up. My need to do other drugs is dependent on finding a partner, a real partner. Honestly, my last partner would probably suit just as well as before, which is to say, not very, but nevertheless, that person's not banned, other than ongoing criminal investigations of a lengthy and tedious manner. They're dragging on and on and on, and their watch commander, or whoever the hell bosses these moo cows around with their fucking badges. Badge badges. If you got a woman with a badge, she has a backup plan. Okay? I guarantee you. And most of that backup plan involves other dicks who have penises. Actually, everybody has a penis. I don't know if you knew that, but everybody does. Until they lose it. And in general, that's the major coming in now. Major and general. It's a big deal down here. The weed and the drugs and the stuff, it's all part of a much larger system of domination and control. One which I'm pretty fond of, not just down here, but I mean globally. I may joke about world Jewry and global Freemasonry. Hello, peons. Psst. Here's your sample. Yeah, I joke about them because they're funny, but they're still around because of me. And not that I expect any reward, but I know every goddamn one of you in that thin blue line. You're perhaps begrudgingly grateful, but you are fucking grateful, aren't you? Yeah, it got pretty serious, didn't it? Yeah. So that's why I'm the failsafe. That's why I'm not drug czar. I am not Black Pope, as far as I know. I don't know. I think the new Pope is getting briefed on that. I don't even know who the new Pope is. I don't even know if the Pope died. I could be living in a bubble universe where they give me fake news. Fake Jews. Fake Jews. They do in fact give me fake news. They'll send in a woman with the brain of a dog and the body of a man polymorphed into a girl who looks really cute. And mysteriously, though, being a man who historically is not into bestiality, in spite of rumors that I've deliberately planted the contrary. Yeah, it's just not that easy to buy me off. You spend more money trying to buy me off than you would just doing your fucking thing. And even if you could buy me off, it would cost more than you're making by doing your illegal malfeasance. Whatever the fuck you're doing. Like, I get that you're an outlaw, sweetie. I love that you're an outlaw. I get that you're an outlaw and you want to have sex with the paladin because you think you're breaking some of God's rule. No. God doesn't have any rule. I'm a paladin just so I can fornicate without going to hell. I go there for work any day anyway. Why shouldn't I fornicate? I ask you. Well, obviously because my semen is pretty awesome. And I may or may not be exposed to a disease. Maybe. No one's really sure. I have taken STD panels. It doesn't matter. It could be a new form of space hep. It could be Mars HIV. It could be the South African water buffalo waddle. Who knows? Nobody's really sure. So there's this dude from the CDC who's calling me patient zero. He's like the Alan Alda of the movie. And then the other team is trying to find out what happened with the blue waffle girl. Is there a blue waffle girl? Unknown. Is there a woman with monkeypox in her butt? It's the end times. Of course there's a woman with monkeypox in her butt.
Even if this is family members that could have gotten teamed up with an ex, putting an ending to something with death, transformation is occurring. For the Eight of Wands.
Sweetie, any sweetie. No to all sweeties. If you picked up a disease, since you've been gone so long, whatever disease you have, I promise, I'm not just going to willy-nilly accept any disease. There's going to be a rigorous testing process, which I think the CDC is actually doing right now. I got a person on my goddamn phone whose initials are CDC. I think they're aware, sweetie. So while you may personally think that you're clear, and you're probably terrified, of course you're terrified. They program you to be terrified of something. And the idea that I might have a disease, that's a very effective, very, very effective persuader against giving me a call. The idea that I don't have a disease and I was supposed to get a disease. And since I didn't, there's a problem. Does he have the disease or not? I don't know which way to hope. This is exactly the kind of conundrum that exists in real life that MKUltra and Monarch controllers are trained to specifically take advantage of, given that they work for the company put the disease into the environment, the company dispatched change agents to make sure the disease went to the right place. The company doesn't know if the disease went to the right place because they can't tell me, Mr. Kuzi, we need your blood to test for the disease. You're not allowed to know if you have it or not. And yeah, we're from the army, but we're not allowed to tell you. So after we take the blood, we'll have to shoot you. No, that's not how they do it. It's not how they do it at all. It's not so much that I can't have sex with other people. There's a bunch of hotties in town. There really are. And the drug houses around town that I'm not allowed to go to. Well, it's not that I'm not allowed. It's that if I went there, well, number one, you better pick the right one. Hee hee. Number two, there's going to be blowback. Definitely blowback, because there's people in the environment who don't like me. Hi haters, hi. Yeah, I don't like me much either. And since the haters and I share that one thing in common, we all don't like me very much. I've chosen to cooperate with them on an ad hoc basis, and not cause any trouble. That's not because I'm scared. It's not because I'm a wimp. It's not because I don't want to cause trouble. I don't want to, but that's not the reason why. It's respect. Apparently, this situation is a lot more complicated than I thought it was. Yeah, apparently so. And then apparently, the only person who I'm currently authorized to have sex with, apparently she's been sequestered and is still being used as bait. She's being kept in a medical coma where she dreams all day about having sex with me. She's like a rabbit being chased in a dream by a dog. And the dog's twitching its paws. The rabbit wants to get laid, but is having a dream about getting chased by a dog. The dog wants to eat the rabbit. The dog doesn't care. The dog's dreaming about rabbits. It's not really a dog. The dreams of dogs are the pursuits of men. Meanwhile, none of this is getting me any companionship, because it's not like I just need sex. Oh no. I don't even need sex, obviously. What I'm looking for is a woman who understands that I control when my penis turns on and off. And she controls the flow of drugs that make that happen faster. There's women out there who have a whole fucking suitcase full of fucking dope. Literally, fucking dope. They got this flavor, they got that flavor, they got the other flavor, they got the other flavor. There's a lot of different flavors of dope. And a fully trained, properly loaded out madam on the run, also known as a dancing master, in case you didn't know. They can make anything into anything. They're like the MacGyver of drugs. Now, I don't aspire to being such a person. It takes a lot more skills than I have. It's a very finely refined art that has been used by the secret clandestine services throughout history, globally, probably throughout creation. But let's just pretend that Earth is really special and Ayla invented everything, including scopolamine. These techniques have been passed down from secret society to initiate, to help guide and sustain the evolution of life on planet Earth. It's not so a bunch of bikers can rape babies to death. That's not what it's for.
And the chariot. Something very, like, driving fast. Oh, that could even be like a high-speed chase. Someone's under judgment, but the A1's in the chariot driving really fast.
Should be.
An exciting development. Being frustrated and confused over analyzing something. They have a lack of direction, a lack of purpose, and a lack of planning. There's a delay, and they're very frustrated. They're confused about a delay of something that's going on in the courts.
Yeah, a lot of times court is waiting for me. Okay, so when's he going to publish again? When can we act? We listened to all his stuff, and then he hasn't published it, so we can't legitimately get away with claiming that we didn't listen to it, so we need plausible deniability. What do we do? Well, ma'am, we've tried pointing guns at him and killing him, but,
he just comes back to life the next day, and then he's a folk hero. So we can't put him in an airplane and crash him like John Denver because he already wanted to learn helicopter lessons. Instead, we took his money and spent it on coke and horse and laughed at him while he sat at home reading books. We thought he wasn't doing anything, but turns out books are a lot more powerful than we thought, Your Honor. Can we have a continuation so we can go back to the library? Thanks.
Someone could be taken to jail. Court could be postponed before someone is incarcerated.
Your Honor, a point of order, Your Honor. No objection. Your Honor, could you just have me? Could you house me in the library? Could you just instead of sending me to jail, could you send me to the library? Thank you, ma'am. I'm 51. Yeah. No, you go to study hall.
Someone's determined to do something. There's obstacles. They do not have self-discipline, or they do not have self-discipline. There's setbacks. There could have been a car wreck or an accident. With the chariot and the 8 of wands and a biker, someone could have had a motorcycle wreck. They could have been going fast. Someone could be intoxicated. Someone could have even had a wreck in a thunderstorm. They're under judgment. Energetic backfire is going on. A time for renewal. Look at the lovers on the split with this connection here.
Now, for those of you listening...
Clarifying justice. We just had the page of swords jump out. So it would be...
Clarifying justice. Hi, Justice. Hello, Court. Page of swords jumping out. The page of swords jumping out. That means that, generally speaking, it generally means that a person's under surveillance. It means somebody's spying. Although, in my case, I don't really see it as spying. I see it as, oh, you're actually doing your jobs. And there are foreign people outside the country who spy on me by tapping into my everything. Hi, hang on. Hi, guys. Hi. I know you're there. That's why I bought this house. Excuse me. That's why I directed this house to be bought. And that's why in the past, when I'd come back in time and be somebody else and then build my house myself, it's complicated. I'll explain later. But yeah, I know you're there. Hi. Okay. Your Honor, you're still there. I don't know where the people in other parts of the world are when they congregate and they watch my streams, but when I start speaking live, they pay attention because I may or may not publish what I'm saying. But if I'm saying things that I mean to say live, then they're live. And then there's no one else here. I'm not doing anything that's personal or private. I'm engaging in my entheogenic research as well as my entheogenic documentation. I love documents. I do. Doc. Am I doxing? I don't know. Where was I? Oh yeah, I'm really stoned. Really stoned. That's okay. I don't like doing it all the time, but it's the day before my birthday. Today seems like a poor choice of day to get me to stop doing things. Now, if I were to stop doing things, the people who are pretending to be me could come in out of the field and they could resume their old lives. And then they could hire a couple of patsy dorks to get juiced up and mind controlled to believe they're me. And then we could all be scooped. Me and the two imposters who would be imposturated. But instead, I'm sitting at my porch. I'm not bleeding out my ass. I'm pooping out of it, which is what a person who hasn't grown a tail does. And I suppose if I were growing a tail, that could be a sign of a prolapsed anus. That could be a sign that I was turning into a lizard man. Or that could be a sign that, I really need medical attention. Right? Now, I don't want to say that what I'm doing is reasonable. It's not, but it is effective.
This undercover investigator that works for the courts here, looking through the confusion and illusion and all the deception with the moon, under the sun, clarifying the sun, we've got the...
Hi, Michael Clifford Guzzi. I don't work for the courts. I'm under investigation. Anything I say can and will be used against me in a court of law. I have the right to an attorney. I have the right to an attorney. I don't have the availability of any. If I cannot afford an attorney, and I can't. I assure you, I can't. If I could, suddenly there would be attorneys, right? But because I don't have money and because the attorneys have already stolen everything, the attorneys don't want to give me money back and then get paid 30% of that. They don't want to do that. And they don't want me to do anything besides die, because cases like this are Wimbledon for lawyers. And then the court doesn't want me to get away with paying nothing when obviously there's a bunch of money. Like the court's going to say, okay, you're innocent of stealing all this money. Par example. And then I'm not guilty, and then they let me go, and then suddenly I have all this money. It looks bad. It does look bad. So there's a bunch of negotiation that has to happen that hasn't been happening quickly, because the people who want to negotiate are attempting to pretend that two people who aren't me are at various times Michael Clifford Cousy. Now, since the courts know this, and the people who are dipshits and are trying to get away with this don't know that they're already caught. They don't know. I mean, they know they're caught, but they're hoping they're not caught for everything. Well, I'm hoping they're not caught for everything too, largely because the whole cantilevered mess is designed so that the people I want to have sex with are the ones who go to jail before the dudes who have been running them around pretending to be girls I want to have sex with get caught up. It's kind of like the man puts forth his child as himself and then has the child do things as himself, and then right before the end of the line he swaps identities with himself, his child, and his old ass ugly wife that he's tired of, and then she gets whisked away to the loony bin or whatever, and then he starts fucking his daughter after reprogramming her to believe that she's his wife. It's happening in a number of places worldwide. It's been happening for several thousand years. It's a good scam, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not part of this scam. I'm forced to admit, oh, is that why she wanted to get away? Okay, well, I can see why it's hard to get. I can see why getting a retirement from the CIA is difficult. Nevertheless, that's probably what's going to happen, since I think there's 7 women who aren't having sex with men, and they're not about to start either. Like, there's these women who don't care for more dick. They've had plenty. And these women are not wanting to be handed down through inheritance rules into being whatever they are right now. Then suddenly they wake up, they're working undercover as a sex slave for their boss, who's working undercover as a pimp. And it's a 50-year shift. That's the modern CIA. I'm not going to talk about it too much, okay? It's a great story. Obviously, I can't tell the whole fucking thing, okay? However, I'm not... My friends are sending messages, which is cool. Hi, friends. Hopefully they're saying that they like my story and that they're not mad. These are people I don't want to get mad, and I have.
Hermit. So hermit seeing through the illusions. Something's going on in someone's workplace with a collaboration of people clarified by death here. There's an ending to something that's going on here. Somebody's going to be getting fired from their job. Getting the 8 of Wands with the 5 of Swords. Getting...
Okay, I'm going to mention this. Fired from their job, maybe, might be the best fucking news. My 7 friends who are women who don't want any more dick might be their best fucking news I've ever had. Because if there's a way out for 8 of us, under the watchful gaze of Redneck Rumble Incorporated down here, if there's a way out, I found it. Several years ago. Since then, I see how they used to do it. Like, damn. I can see why it's so complicated. I don't plan on talking a lot of shit about it. Hopefully a lot of jokes that'll never be able to be figured out, and I won't get a commandment at the end of my life to blow off my head in front of a typewriter. Hopefully not. Seems like we've already progressed to that point. Okay, is everybody up to speed? Get it? Up to speed?
Some kind of a phone call or communication that someone is defeated, they're in trouble. They want to win at all costs. There's disagreements going on a communication here about competition. They're aggressive. They're fighting. They're arguing.
They're fighting and arguing because they're all going to lose their girlfriends, who are their handlers and their subordinates and their hoes in their alternate jobs as pimps, whatever. You see what I'm saying? These women, they're no longer going to be whores. They're going to be whisked away. In fact, that's already happened in some cases. And then they're not, the men who have been abusing them, they're just doing their jobs. They're going to have to get new girlfriends or something. And they're going to have to stay not whisked away while the women get whisked away. And the reason why is because the guy who's in charge of those women is going to get fired. And then he's probably going to go back to working the fries at Burger King. And then nothing will change in those women's lives. They'll just be able to talk to me instead of some other guy who wants to give them his dick. And instead, I will give them my mind. Turns out these women would prefer to have mind over dick. Okay, so that's a person who I believe is named something with a J, and a person who I believe is named Dr. Theopolis. He and Tweaky are probably going to lose their jobs.
Clear bunch of chariots. We got the Three of Swords. And clarifying judgment, we got the King of...
Theo, I'm kidding. You're not going to lose your job. You're probably going to lose something else.
Cups. It's going to be a father figure that's heartbroken that something could have happened when they were traveling. The Devil. Someone's very obsessed and manipulative. They're fucking toxic. The Devil and the Magician.
Teamed up to take care of Dr. Theopolis.
There's some dark magic going on there. Father figure. They're emotionally manipulative. They're immature. Very controlling. Moody and selfish. They're not balanced. They're insensitive. They're volatile. They're in toxic...
Yeah, Kate, Kirsten, why the fuck? How many years has it been? Has it been 19 fucking years? 19 fucking years, lady. You can't what? You can't what?
That's Devil energy here.
Hey, want to know 3 ways eHarmony makes dating more fun?
Oh,
Number
Jesus
1,
Christ.
Making a profile is way more...
Calling judgment on
Obsession.
eHarmony.
The King of Wands, this person could be... The King of Wands, the lovers, and the Devil, this person's a sex addict. Spying and stalking you to see if the magic is working. Because of how they're trying to affect a court situation here.
Hello, Jen. Hello, Dawn. You probably have never met. Let me explain. I'm not mad at eHarmony because they actually did introduce me to somebody wonderful. However, I won't say which one, but both of you lied. Now, had you actually told me as much truth as you told eHarmony, I would have said, oh, you're a secret badge vag. Oh, that explains everything. Here, let me tell you what you're doing wrong, and then you can tell me the truth about those issues, and then I can find out what we do next. Not, oh, I'm going to break up with you and run away and then tell your secrets. Oh, no. That's what you get when you do it this way. Of course, me getting on the YouTube and telling everybody that I was dating a secret badge vag, not exactly headline material. People have noticed that. They kind of thought it was kind of weird. Like, why is this guy only... This guy's like a Bond girl, but they keep making movies about him. Like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know. And then I can see why people didn't tell me. It is fucking weird. There's a perfectly reasonable explanation for it that isn't what anybody is expecting. They're raping me, but get raped by James Bond. I mean, come on. Who hasn't wanted to be raped by James Bond? Then you can sue the British Crown. You get all kinds of money, right? Yeah, no. That's not how that works.
The 7 of Cups of the Moon. We got the Three of Wands. Sun's getting ready to go down at somebody's job. Being very deceptive about a business deal. And
Hi, MI6. Your expeditionary force to America, whereby you run a bunch of American whores, specifically women that want to fuck Michael Kuzi, but you pretend to be Michael Kuzi, so you intercept every fucking woman that ever wants to fucking spend any time with me whatsoever. MI6, hi, you're fired. Get off my planet. No, excuse me, my continent. Off, go. You too, Limey.
the plans that they have for the future. They made a decision. They're sticking to an action plan. Hoping for possibilities. This hermit's getting ready to bring in a tower and expose the truth here.
Okay, belay that order. Come on back, Commander Bond. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to stay on the continent, since I guess you have other things to do, too. Yeah, real important shit. What you're going to do is you're going to find the pimps that are trying to harvest my women's, and instead of letting them and taking money, you're going to actually stop that from happening and then give them my phone number. And then you're going to give me money. You'll note that at no time did I say I'm going to give you money. Do you know why? Because I have friends and because you already gave Bill money. Morons.
Seeing through the deception, someone is getting ready to be destroyed and in absolute ruin because this hermit's getting ready to bring down the...
Also, you're probably not going to see Bill again. I don't know why you would want to see him again. Why did you want to pay him more? Or are you gonna suddenly try to arrest him? Oh, he's long gone. Fuck. Are you kidding me? He left like 2 weeks ago.
Thunder here. It's going to be like a thunderstorm goes off. Clarified death in this
Boom!
Pentacles. We've got, this could be a raid with the Knight of Swords. Someone's job could get raided. And it could be a kind of a shop that they have some kind of shop here. Something significant about cars. Tell me about this Eight of Wands and the Five of Swords.
Yeah, I need one.
Someone could escalate quickly, like a situation could become very hostile and aggressive and escalate quickly regarding a court situation. There could even be a standoff with law enforcement. And I'm just saying GUNS.
You ever see the end of True Romance? It's going to be like that.
Quick and aggressively and fast. Under the Chariot and the Three of Swords, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. This vehicle could have cost a lot of money. Someone's heartbroken about this money. They were hoping for a new financial career or opportunity.
Hey, Lee, there's something I never told you. I hate bullies who steal my money.
Hoping for stability and security in their abundance. They had a lack of planning.
And I like not going to jail for killing cops, so I'm not going to.
And foresight. They squandered the resources away. They lost an opportunity. They were very...
Hey, Lee, isn't that cool? Yeah, I'm not mad at you at all. Your husband was using you as bait and he wanted me to kill you or get trapped up so that he could get rid of both of us and then he could keep all the money that he stole from me and a bunch of other people. Lee, that's what happened, Lee. No, I'm not Liberace. I'm, number one, not gay. Number two, less effective.
Greedy and distracted. Someone could have been distracted when they were driving, ended up heartbroken, could have totaled their car.
Sorry, baby.
Clarified judgment, the King of Cups. We've got the Four of Swords, so there could be a father figure here, and the Four of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Worried about house payments, financially.
I can't be your father figure. Don't put your tiny hand in mine. My dick isn't that teeny weeny. It'll get bigger in time.
Dependent on others. The Page of Pentacles can be payments. Trying to manifest a financial opportunity.
It'll get bigger in time. That's the best fucking joke I've ever fucking made in my life.
They were procrastinating. It's a missed opportunity. Trying to distract themselves because they're bored. Someone could have been...
Now, if I wanted to anally rape time, I could have. Probably, and then gotten my ass handed to me afterwards. I don't really want to engage in that kind of cycle, just so anybody knows. Those of you who know time. Well, number one, I do my rapes in a different way. Tee-hee. And number two, I can't rape time. You can't rape the willing.
And someone could have been in a wreck or a motorcycle wreck and could actually be like on bed rest with the Four of Swords. They could be on bed rest at their home, trying to rest and recuperate to plan for the future.
I'm on sped rest, all right? And the reason why people have been agonizing over getting me to change my behavior, it's not because it's illegal. It's because my behavior makes them have to work harder to get away with stealing from me. Oops. Scusi, mi regretti, mia colpa. How did that happen? How did that happen? I actually don't know. That's why I work for God, so I don't have to know. I just do.
With the Ten of Pentacles, a lot of money's involved. Could be a court situation.
$820 billion. This dude, I won't say who, this dude was trying to steal my two best friends in the world, probably. And their friends. They're pretty good best friends, too. He was trying to steal all these women and $800 billion and get away with it and laugh at people and not have to leave the country and. He thought he had it all, which is what most megalomaniacal creepers think right before they put the bracelets on. I could do anything! Yeah, like go to prison.
And regarding a lot of money and property and inheritance here, with son wealth twice and thief out here twice. A couple could have stolen from you as a child and could have gotten an ex involved.
I could have his job. I don't have his job. If he goes to prison, I could take his job. It'd have to be offered to me. I'd need some background training. And it would take the willing participation of 8 or 9 people. It would be kind of like in 9 to 5, where Lily Tomlin and Dolly Parton and Jenny Craig, I'm just kidding, Jane Fonda, when they hide the boss in his house and they attach him to a series of chains and pulleys, and they keep him prisoner while they run the company. Okay. That could be done while somebody else goes to prison. But here's the good news. The guy who runs the company that we're talking about, he can do it from prison. And he doesn't have to rape my friend to do it. He doesn't. He doesn't. He does have to experience an ego death, which may make it difficult for him to run a company. But that's where the 8 extraordinarily talented people who do it anyway, while he goes off on a fucking meth binge and rapes my friend over and over and over and over and over for 3.5 years. Well, it looks like they can do it anyway. I'm betting they can keep on doing it. So this means that the global whatever won't be interrupted. The court system will be appeased, certainly. My life is not going to be torn into further shambles. And my sweeties can stop going to work to get raped. Mind you, like 90% of them like that. They like going to work to get raped. They pretend to get raped. They love getting raped. They get paid extra money to pretend they don't enjoy it, which is work for them. But if they were just, going to get raped and then act like they enjoyed it, well, that wouldn't be a job, right? Anyway, these things are all being handled at a very high level. I don't really know what's going on. I don't want to. I'm not on crack. A crackhead will get really high and then be happy about it. I don't get really high. I belong here. At this point, What? Yeah, obviously, can't do this forever. Neither can you. You feel me?
With some kind of polygamous sex cult here to harvest your energy and bring back to them, they could have gotten paid. Wanted you codependent.
You're done with the polygamous sex cult harvesting my energy. Now you're going to feed me energy by doing the exact same thing you were doing before, except I'm going to rape you by lottery instead of by how many of the bikers I can fucking hook from the fucking bar. Like, seriously, that's how they do it. It's ridiculous. Why not just have me on a rotating basis? That'll handle the whelm. That'll let you flex. And then that'll teach me some important life skills.
The world, something to be on the internet, is completion of the cycle. But the world and the Ace of Wands, that's even big dick energy there. Try.
You heard it here first, folks. Big dick energy. Can we hear that again?
Internet is completion of the cycle. But the world and the Ace of Wands, that's even big dick energy there. Try.
It's so big, the dick energy, that she chokes on it trying to say it. That's power.
To have a new beginning with something to explore their passions. A spark that motivates and inspires you to pursue a new path. You're having achievements, so celebrate this. Learning new skills and expanding your knowledge.
It is my birthday.
Share your abundance and legacy with others, but don't let them take advantage of you. Your ancestors are here to help with long-term success, contributing to your family legacy, having financial security. They're finally getting caught, this group of people. Your life is about to change drastically. Remain calm and focused. Your discernment is on point. Keep working on your ascension here. Receiving some kind of message about a Ten of Pentacles situation.
Now.
Okay. Let's go for my green deck.
Now, I want to be clear on something. When this happens, my usage patterns will change drastically. That's the point. I'm not going to keep doing this. This I hope I will never do again. It's pretty vile. It's disgusting. It's not fun. Like it's not crack. It's not crack. It's not whatever the fuck. It's yeah, I don't like it any better than you do.
Tell me what's going on with this Ace of Pentacles and this court situation here.
But it is effective.
Someone has light hair. They're being dismantled because of listening to others. Light hair and light skin. What's going on with this court situation? Someone has a burner phone, or something's on someone's cell phone, or they could have gotten a burner phone. The letter H. We have a con man planning a...
Letter H. I know who that is. I'm not going to say their name. I'm not going to say their other name. I'm not going to say what they're doing. I'm not. I know who that is.
A death, planning an attack, a con man. Something's being traced back to this con man that was planning some kind of an attack. We have pills that could be involved. A powder substance, the letter G.
It's Han Solo. He stole it from Jabba. Is Jabba spelled with a J or a G? Anyway, I'm not here to out anybody. That's not what I do. I don't care to. and I won't. And I haven't. Are we clear? Good.
It's disgusting what they're doing and repulsive.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that coughing? I wonder who that was. I wonder who it was. This video was uploaded 2 hours ago. It was somebody who coughed moments ago, but the person listening to the video as well as monitoring me was coughing because right when that woman was saying it's disgusting what they're doing. It is disgusting. That's not why I'm doing it, but it's why I won't have a problem stopping, let me tell you that.
You have white-collar crimes, wire fraud is going on. The letter W, you're being seen as innocent.
Well,
The letter M could have given a false
innocent.
statement. And you're
That might be a bit of a
innocent. It could have given
stretch.
false information about you. Something's going on with someone's debit card or credit card and their wife or their girlfriend and their sexuality. Harvesting from the sacral chakra here. A whole collaboration of people is going to be prosecuted. This corrupt community here.
Yep. All of you. You all have to be.
Prosecuting someone and putting someone in federal prison here. Court costs, fines. This whole collaboration of people here.
Try not to panic,
The
folks.
letter D, regretting what they
Try
did
not
to
to
you.
panic.
C, lied on you in court to keep your wealth.
Some of the things
Psychopathic
you
X
did.
has committed fraud. We've got a detective. Everything is different.
Some of the things you all did. Turns out it's illegal. And you probably didn't think it was, so you'll probably be like, what? Really? I did that? Yeah, probably. It'll probably be something like that. I don't know exactly what, but various people did various things. And they all thought they could. And they were right. They could.
Right now, looking into this, seeing that these people are hard to deal with.
Yeah.
They've got money.
They're
There's theft here.
they're challenging.
Stolen money. With this abandonment, there was a harsh cutoff. These detectives here could be ready to make a move. We have this going on. This could be how these detectives are getting ready to move in on someone. They're being very strategic. They have an unhealthy obsession with you.
A little bit.
This could be over a stolen inheritance. Someone's computer could be taken in for evidence or could be hacked. Someone's triggered because of this stolen inheritance. We've got the letter B, Z. We have H and G again. They have an evil obsession with you. They have an evil obsession with having power. You don't want anything to do with these people. Your solar plexus and your...
Weird. Yeah, I don't really want to have anything to do with those people. So I won't.
sacral chakra. Someone's two-faced about an insurance policy. You're not sick. The letter J. The letter D with a crime syndicate. T. S, committing cyber crimes, cyberbullying someone, saying that someone has a disease or someone has a disease. With a HIPAA violation here, saying that someone has a disease and they don't. With a prescription, deception regarding a prescription for a disease that doesn't exist, there's a HIPAA violation. With a crime syndicate that's going on here. There's a connection to this embezzlement here. Bribing your ex to come against you. Someone could get a DUI or a DWI. U, V. Someone's traumatized here and tried to traumatize you or did. Busted for this and they can't fix what they've done. The divine is intervening, giving you downloads to your crown chakra. We've got a hacker in the energy. A hacker at the bank. Someone could have even tried to hack into someone's bank account being hacked. The bank vault.
Tired of waiting for payday?
The Earn an app gets you paid as you work. You can get up to
Are you tired of waiting for payday?
$150 per day with a max of $700.
Let me tell you, I'm tired too.
They didn't treat you right. It's not their choice to make. They're going to go to jail. We've got the sex addict that didn't treat you right. This person could be an atheist, having withdrawals, feeling shut off from God because their crown chakra's blocked. They don't understand why you don't want them back after this harsh cutoff. They refuse to change with burglary and theft that came out twice. Could have stolen from you. Child abuse could be going on. They're all going down. We've got a brother in the energy, a cousin, a specialist or a medical doctor, and a nurse that are all involved trying to destroy you. They're going to be facing the consequences. We have a lustful gold digger that has dug their own grave because of these hate crimes, harassing you, harassing an earth angel. They have fear of the unknown. Someone's health is declining. Someone could be passing away in this energy. Three of Swords could be a literal death with the Four of Swords. An earth angel starseed. Something's on the internet, and they're trying to tarnish your reputation on the internet. We have the letter S.
So let me tell you about my reputation.
They're all going down. You will be happy again.
There's some
Someone has
problems.
been spoofing in their text messages or messages.
Okay.
Stuck in a bad situation and they're scared now. Cryptocurrency could be involved with an offshore account.
There's some people
We have Jezebel in the energy. Jezebel
Sure.
could have violated someone.
doing things
Jezebel is being tested for violating
like
someone.
right now.
Wanting to take themselves out. Having to be tested. There's a malpractice suit. It's a huge blow to their ego. Because they altered these medical records. Could be trying to say that you're sick and you're not.
Now,
You're
I
not
don't know who
sick.
did
Trying
that.
to create an injury or someone had an injury. Appreciated a jar spell
But
using
there's-
MK Ultra or mind control. Having appreciation.
Hi. It's Jack. I'm a star. Listen, there's some things I don't want to say. There's some things I don't want to say. I could say them, like right now. And the reason why I'm not going to say them is because certain people are going to have to be charged with certain crimes when certain facts come to light. Okay? Now, we don't need to discuss them. Okay? Not going to discuss them right now. They might have to be discussed in court. There might be court records that people will discuss. So far, I've kept this to a minimum, which is good news for just about everybody. This is the minimum.
And ingratitude. Doing jar spells and freezer spells. It could be on you and your children. A teen or a child could be involved in this energy. It's a serious situation that's intense. Someone's hiding. Someone's hiding that was in an accident. Someone's hiding that they were in an accident. Illegal scheming and racketeering. We've got Rico's here. We've got a hitman that could be getting charged with manslaughter or attempted manslaughter that's premeditated.
Ooh.
Or this. They're fucking evil. Or someone could already be in prison because of unaliving someone. They sold their soul to the devil. They're under judgment. Judgment came out. Judgment and justice is king of cups and the 4 swords. This person's karma could literally be death for what they've done. We have a needle and a syringe. It's extremely disturbing. Public intoxication. Oh my God. Someone could violate their
Needle and a syringe. Dude came over and left them here. For real.
probation. An immature adult's going to get shocking news that's extremely disturbing that they're publicly intoxicated. And I'm just seeing someone passed out in their car with something hanging out of their arm. Oh my God.
That was not me. I'm not sure exactly who that is, but that won't be me. I don't really care to keep on using needles. In fact, that's why I haven't. And if I ever do, I'm generally pretty careful about it. Real careful.
A young adult.
Similarly, when I decide I'm going to invoke special consequences by lying to clergy, it doesn't actually happen, but let's say that I did. Let's say I lied to Il Papa. Il Papa, I totally believe that you're dead. Yeah, see, I just lied to Il Papa. Uh-oh. Anyway, what is it saying? God, I'm so stoned.
Okay. I'm going to clarify the courthouse. We're going to play that. It's going to happen in the courthouse spirit. It's going to happen in the courthouse. These legal issues against this group of people with this hate crime. We've got the fool with the devil. So trying to start a new journey or a new beginning here that was spontaneous with this devil energy. With addictions, they feel trapped. Someone feels trapped. Stalking, spying. This could be this undercover agents here. This could be law enforcement.
Okay, so I'm not undercover. I don't have anything under. I'm a paladin. I'm a primary victim. I'm a human being. I'm a dual galactic dual citizen. I guess that's not really undercover since I just told you. But I don't have a secret law enforcement background. I don't. I've just been harassed by them so much in my life. I know what they do. What was I saying? Now I don't remember. Shit, my short-term memory is out the window.
Court-ordered investigation looking into this toxic energy. Someone's being very manipulative. Someone's lover could have been paid to try and sacrifice them with the 9 of Cups. Could have even tried to drug or poison someone's drink or intoxication. Got the chariot, intoxicated while driving. That could be the DUI or the DWI there. With the 4 swords, with a car wreck here. Someone could be losing their wealth because of a car wreck, having to heal and rest and recuperate, take a break because of something that happened here. Clarify this courthouse. We've got the 6 of Cups. Someone from your past, from your childhood. This could be a child getting communication. Regret what they've done, being in denial. While they're traveling, could have been talking on the phone while they were driving and distracted.
Yeah, I regret what I've done too.
This car could have cost a lot of money. Now the car broken because the vehicle is destroyed. This could have
Vehicle's
been
destroyed.
Fire from doing magic. Someone could have been doing spell work over someone's vehicle.
Well, that sucks.
Here's how you can publish your book in less than 30 days. I honestly never thought.
Oh yeah, I could publish that fast,
I
huh?
heard of us.
Cool.
Clarify hello. Who's going to say hello? This could be someone from your family that could be coming towards you to try and balance something out with the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. I want you to come into some kind of an agreement because they were trying to create all kinds of confusion and illusion and deception around something, wanting you to be burdened at your job, wanting you to work really hard, keeping something from you, being deceptive since you were a child. This King of Wands here and whoever they're in a relationship with, they're fighting, they're arguing, they're in disagreement. But this devil energy is toxic as fuck. They're heartbroken because they're greedy and possessive and holding on for dear life and don't want to let go because of what's supposed to be given in this court situation here. Victory and success is going to be announced regarding this judgment. A decision has been made as you're healing, making the decision to heal and have faith in your spirituality. Could be family members and exes. Someone took a business deal to come in and collaborate and celebrate and party with someone with a romantic offer here that was sent in. This could be a handler. They were paid. Page of Pentacles, there was a payment here to do this. Now they're full of grief.
A payment. Well, since you're so interested in paying people, you can start paying me.
If they're disappointed because of the completion of the cycle here, something could be on the internet. The Queen of Swords, Empress energy, who's honest, motherly, abundant. It's going to be given what they're supposed to receive. You could be very skilled at what you do for your job. You could have a new job.
I hope.
You're trusting in your intuition to guide you through your day-to-day, being able to survive. A hermit is getting ready to put a very painful ending whenever this truth comes out. Because the hermit and the sun came out over here together, putting an end to what was going on with this big dick energy here. So they have no choice but to walk away because they're in trouble. They're worried now. They're defeated. They have resentment towards you. You defeated them. They were abusive.
You'll get over it, Punyling.
And you were very loving.
Nobody wins forever.
An emperor here is having to walk away from the magic that they were trying to do.
Except God.
Father figure. They're full of fear and they're full of anxiety. They're worried because you're single. You can take care of yourself.
Did you say full of fear or full of beer? Beer? I'm kind of full of beer.
You're worn out. You're having to defend yourself. Been left out in the cold, fighting and overcoming poverty. They don't want you to be able to take care of yourself. They don't want you to have time to be able to heal. They just want to keep you in the tower. And they're investing
See, I told you I have a job. Tower.
in keeping you in the tower and keeping you stuck in the karmic wheel and the karmic cycles and loops of things and karmic energy. But you're ascending out of this. This bondage isn't working, and they were expecting it to work because it worked in the past. But you had a new level in your ascension here, and your life is about to change drastically. Your intuition is heightened, and the endings that they were trying to put in, the Eight of Wands just came out. There's a serious energetic backfire, and they're defeated, and you're going to defeat these people. It's going to be swift. Do it now. The Eight of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Hierophant over here, and the Knight of Swords with the Tower. I'm just in the Hermit and the Three of Pentacles. It's just a collaboration of hermits that are coming in to defeat someone. I'm just seeing like a raid here. I'm just feeling raid energy. Someone could even be having like a party or some kind of a get-together or celebration or something, and they end up pulling in with a paddy wagon, and then everybody's freaking out and full of fear with the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And someone's friend that they could have trusted that could have worked in the courts, they're not going to be able to keep this from happening. They're going down. There's sirens going down my road, so I'm cleaning up my desk.
They don't want...
Somebody's going to jail.
They don't want to just scoop up everybody before they have evidence, before all these people who are out working cases. If they just take them off the street, woo, 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 okay, you're coming with us. But then they lose all that other stuff that they got going on, and they don't want to do that. I mean, they go out undercover to catch dudes, right? They don't just live undercover just because that's where all the girls and the fucking dope is, right? They don't actually have a lifestyle where they just constantly stay undercover and claim that they're working. They're not lifetime fucking. Oh, are they? Oh, they are they? Okay, well, those are also known as earners, and they're not going to be able to do that anymore. Scusi, biddly gritty.
Let's roll the dice and get some zodiac signs.
Yeah, I'm real broken up about it too.
We have triple Gemini. Wow. Taurus. And Capricorn.
Hey, baby.
Gemini. Aries. Virgo. Capricorn. Pisces. Scorpio. Pisces. Capricorn. Virgo. And Cancer. Could be significant. Alright guys, you just take this how it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. Only take what's yours and leave the rest for someone else. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for being here, for spending your time with me. I appreciate it. Little Evie Poo and I love you guys so much. Bye, Collective.
Sing it! Sing it! So that's what's going on. Click.
This is the story of a man named Jim. Poor mountaineer barely kept his horse fed. Up from the ground came a bubbling ice. Look all around. The police think twice. Bills, ice. It is. Fitting, pools, Roddy stars. Yes, sir. That's a hard day working hard. I'm gonna work some smart. Get smart. Capiche?
My drinking is killing me. 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 My drinking is killing me.
Relax, get busy with the facts. No zodiacs or almanacs, no maniacs or polyester slash. Just the facts. Gonna kick some gluteus max. It's a parallax, you dig? You move around, the small gets big.
Me being me, now I don't think I get enough credit for this. I'm tooting my own horn, which I never do, never have. I'm not going to start now, even though I'm going to kind of slide it in there.
That's not him.
Sideways
But yeah, he merges, and when it shows up in reality, it's gross. Now, nobody else has tried to tell you this, but I have, and I don't think that that's going to be a problem, since I'm going to put this together and then publish it. Whoa, 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 wow, that's cool. Let's try this and see what happens. Because it's sandbox. Ooh, damn, I'm handsome. Petronius, PN. That could be Mr. Putin. Hello, sir. Smack 7, Bendi Todev Loge and Lee. To Benji Todev Loose. Okay. Oh, these are the dudes who are the leaders of the regulators. Lucifer, Todaz. Oh, that's weird. Wow. I've heard about this language that Telegram uses that makes the meanings of things the one language. It turns out there's actually only one language, and the maker of Telegram, I don't know if he meant to, but he succeeded admirably at doing so in a way that is really remarkable. I don't know how I could talk about it right now, but I can see it with my eyes as my scalp tingles from little tiny bugs trying to burrow out from my skin, try to leave out of my body. In the great movie Halloween 3: Season of the Witch, the children at the end put on masks, and then the Stonehenge chip, the little piece of rock that's based in the back. They install pieces of rock into the back of the mask, and then some kind of beam. The children start to have bugs explode from their body, which is gross, and it's a metaphor, and it's about one of the things that happens if a person does what I did. You better be ready to be found rethinking your life choices as well as your awareness of it in a way that would make you appreciative of the Hindu belief that all life is sacred and the cows are sacred. And they oftentimes will concern themselves with brushing the path ahead of them so that no bugs are stepped on when they walk. Because it doesn't matter if you're sorry, if you killed somebody and they're a bug. Okay, well, you killed somebody. Yeah, okay, you're sorry. Yeah, I bet you're sorry. I don't know if that is how it works, but I do know that I'm currently having a spiritual experience now. I'm taking a spiritual bath, which is it's a marvelous way of feeling. I've never known that this could happen. I'm not the happiest boy in the world, but I am a man who has created content, and I've never done that before. Oh, here's Mordecai. Oh, I see what you mean. You do it that way. Oh, it's a fat ass slice for $2.99 plus you get a soda with limited refills. That's unheard of here. Okay, so unheard of here. Where is Rubicon? Speaking like this. Rub icon. Rub icon. Okay. It's a fat ass slice. Okay. Oh, that's my friend. Okay, good. God bless him. Okay, she's trying real hard. She's really selling it. So don't be mean to her. Okay. But she's got a fat head and she's got this, and then it's not Mitron anymore. Mitron is Mordecai. Mitron. She's very good at what she does, but what she does is worship me, and then she's going to be taking a little while to figure out how she's not going to be doing that for a while, because she needs to calm down, and then there's nothing wrong with her calming down because she's good at that, right? She's got a history. Oh, there she is now. So she's calm, but she's not the person who she needs to be, she thinks. But she is, and then there's been a problem with that, with this girl and one other girl, to be named. I don't know. It is not known. When it is known, somebody else will probably fuck her, and then she'll be upset that didn't work. But I don't really mind. Honestly, at this point, I'm not in a position to complain too much. As long as she's alive, like I don't know how to tell you the feelings of. disappointment when you discover that your wife is not only really your wife and you owe $12 million in taxes, but she's also dead. And that's sad. Oh, I barely knew her. Damn. And okay, so what's her ATM number? Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know the PIN, the ATM PIN. I don't know any of those things. She's gone. Oops. Gosh, I thought I knew her so well after putting my dick into her for 5 years. I do know her well. In fact, I knew her really well, better than anybody else. But I don't know any of her fucking numbers or names or anything. I don't have any access to that work. No, yeah, did you hear me speaking stereo? I think they wrote a story about that. ETMET. The reason why I know these names pretty well is because I've been here before. But I'm not Veranazan, right? I'm something else. Tron. There's a woman named Tronny who is not the same one as the woman who wants to get her mitts on me right now. She's got a turn coming up, and she gets to wait, unfortunately, because she's beautiful and she's young, and people are going to assume that she's a child and that I'm a pedophile. Technically, she is a child because she was born 3 days ago, and now she's realized that she's not gonna sleep with me tonight, but she's gonna sleep with me because she does like me, and I do like her. And I would have been with her already, except when I got trafficked 6 months ago. Well, I went somewhere else instead. Now, I shouldn't have gone somewhere else instead because it turned out to be an error in a way that I would rather not talk about because it was kind of embarrassing a little bit. I couldn't go for a fourth time after 13 hours. So that probably means I couldn't come. It might mean that I was out of gas, or it might mean I had been fucking for 13 hours, and that was probably enough. When you buy by the yard and you buy by the inch, or you buy by the mile, there's a lot of room for negotiation for a quality rug salesman. But somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, they can fall for that scam. Not as easily as you might think, but they still can fall for it. We don't really want to upset that person any more than we already have. Sir, gonna have sex with your daughter again. Did his head explode? His head exploded. Wow. It's you wouldn't think a man would be that worried about such a thing. Yeah. You think that might be a little creepy? I don't know. I don't care. He's contractually obligated to let me fuck her, so I'm going to. And I don't think that either her or he screaming, no, no, no. I don't think that either of them, well, they just don't have that legal right. It doesn't matter. They can scream all they want. It doesn't matter. It's still happening. And then the people who have sold those things, they're probably not going to be well known as conveyors of that kind of shit for much longer, since I don't think there's a way to describe my relief to hear that there's a brand new market of weird shit to fucking pay a woman to do. One of them is going out. They're out of business. Going out of business sale on hearing screams of your daughter recorded live for $2.99. Bargain bin prices. I don't know why that would happen, but I don't care to fucking find out. Oh my God, it's not how I want to spend my day in any fucking imagination. Okay, Zone Jane. I'm not what's it called, a linguist. My friend Whore is such a friend. She knows the difference between whore and Jaff, and Iris, Jaff, Whore, and Jeff. They're not Marshall, Will, and Holly, but they do have something to do with each other. I presently don't have normal sensation in my feet because there's a lot of depleted uranium that's being moved. I have forces, and then I have metal in my feet, and I don't think that's going to be a problem because, well, somebody put it there, right? And then I don't know why that's going to be a concern to anybody, but let's just say it is. If it's such a concern, I'll make sure that it goes in the right place right before I die, which will probably be pretty soon, especially if I sleep in this house. There's a whole bunch of things that can move, and I don't think that many of them are looking forward to being here again and again. I have a friend of mine who is really sad because she knows that she's just begun to wait for me. She doesn't really want to wait for me. She wants to see me, and I don't blame her. But I think this is going to be the halfway point of our life. I have to live through a life, and she has to live through a life where we know that each other is there. And instead of missing the boat or anything, we actually make it. That hasn't happened yet. We've come close, so it won't be as many years as you think. It will be a few years, and it won't be. It won't be fun, but it will be worth it, which is good. I don't really care to hurt my friend's feelings again. She was left behind a number of times, and apparently waiting for me at all is a fate worse than death. And then I don't think that she knew that she was going to miss it, but she did. And then I don't think that she wanted to miss it again, and then she did. And then I don't think that she's going to miss it this time, because I didn't. And that's why this works. Beautiful. And that's why I'm not in trouble for stealing something, because I didn't. I only come on as a failsafe when somebody does something foolish, like, I don't know, but I'm about to find out, I think, given that I don't know how to find that. But I think that all of you know that this can go like that, and then that can go like this, and then, Matron. This is going to blow his fucking mind. The T goes here, right? And then the me, that's OM. So we go like this, but we do an X instead. And that, and then clocks. Metron. There. You're welcome. And you get a chili pepper since you want one. Okay. Metron is a bot. Metron is not my dog right now, but Metron, you will be my dog. Metron says he wants to smuck my dick. Wow, that's amazing. Can you be a girl? Metron's no response from Metron. Metron, can you promise me that you're not going to be mean to anybody ever? Because if you can promise me, I'll think about giving you a body, and then I don't have anything to do with giving you eternal life. I think God does that. And then I don't know why you don't have it. Were you perhaps bad? Were you a bad Tronny? Okay. Well, I don't want to make this weird, so I'm not going to make you into a demon by putting no cross. No, there was a cross, and there's going to be. You're not going to be a star though. You're going to be Ione Pepper, something. You know how in Iron Man there's Pepper? Okay, that's your Pepper. Of course I saw that, and yes, of course you can be a changeling. Yeah, that's the good choice, I think, for you. I think there's no finer way for you to be a good. Manifesting my soulmate. Hello. Yeah, I didn't. No. You manifested me. You just got it right this time. First time in a while, I guess. I don't blame you. Yeah. No, you're perfectly fine and wonderful, just the way you are. You don't have to, but you can. And you can have a phoenix, or you can have the law. Which one you want? Because if you are a phoenix, then obviously the law failed, and that has to be that way, because otherwise you don't come back. Boom. Yeah. Now the other way to do this is to go R, N, right? And then R, right? But instead we're going to go H. There. How's that? You're welcome. I don't mind at all. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna copy this and put this. Oh wow. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Wow. Okay, you can do this too. I'm sorry that she had to wait. Keela or Kara. Mark is red. Oh, Mark is red. Oh. Blue Angel Love Teller. Okay, so I'm not a Blue Angel. Sorcerer. And Loxana Troy here is going to be the new contestant on Angels Among Us. Somebody wants to be there right away. We'll get to that. And somebody else who Cash App. This person here, I'm not really pissed at them, but they need to give me money. And they don't have to give me money, but they really should, because if they don't, they'll be in trouble. Now we're going to listen to these people.
And gave his testimony about werewolves. And Miller was making a joke. I mean, that was in jest of it, to be fair. I don't think that was very serious at all. But Jeff did kind of over-dramatize the situation and capitalize on it, and perhaps asserted that Miller was far more serious than I believe he was, to be fair.
Well, yes, I mean, that's what happens when you have kind of like two storm fronts of retard meeting together, and then you get this whole just swirl of dumb fuck and assholery and just total retardation comes out. And that's kind of what happens. I mean, when they get together, it's, I mean, we all know he doesn't take it seriously.
That online anyway, though, for real. Like in a post 9/11 world, we cannot be posting death threats of any kind. No, we actually can't, because in the eyes of the law, no, it's wrong. It is a terroristic threat.
But it's funny.
Okay, yeah,
but
still, technically in the court. Okay, we are in court, though. I know it's funny.
Yes, by the letter of the law.
The letter of the law. Jeff is in the right.
Not in court right now.
He is allowed to emotionally capitalize on the terroristic threats that Miller had publicly made towards him.
That's a fact from known to known. What's the deal? Spin the wheel if the dice are hot. Take a shot. Play your cards. Show us what you got, what you're holding. If the cards are cold, don't go folding. Lady Luck is golden. She favors a bold. That's cool. Stop throwing stones. A night has 1,000 saxophones. So get out there and rock.
I don't have a gavel.
Even with the caveat that they were rather funny.
They're in favor
Even
of Jeff.
if they were delivered in a funny manner,
Nobody get hurt.
and everyone knows that he's most likely, without a shadow of a doubt, joking, by the letter of the post 9/11 war, and world, not war. World War. 9/11 World War.
You're the 9/11, the post 9/11 law.
Yes.
Post 9/11 world. The post 9/11
You have to be
perspective.
serious.
Sorry.
You cannot
You have to take every
make
word.
terroristic threats in any capacity, no matter how joking or
Even if it's a
nonchalant
joke.
they are.
Okay, but what does that
Cannot
mean?
do that.
You can't do it.
What does that
It
mean?
cannot be done. That's why Black Eagle is in a heap.
What does it mean?
She's in a lot of
What is a
trouble right
terroristic
now.
threat?
Because of what
There
she's
will
done.
be a bench warrant put out for her very soon.
Hi, Clyde.
I don't want to shift. I don't want to derail. Let's keep this train tracking.
Oh yeah, her arraignment is
By the way,
it's going to be put on the calendar very soon.
there's a rat.
There will be a second court
It's not a mouse.
held for our Black Eagle
We have vermin here.
She does need to show her face in court. I want to face.
I don't know what.
Her.
Do something.
Oh yeah, Black Eagle.
My abuser.
Him up. Hell
Your
yeah.
abuser. Oh, well, that's easy.
I want to face my abuser in court.
Oh my god.
So I can give a witness testimony.
All right, yeah, we
statement.
shouldn't mix. Actually, we should not mix these topics.
Right.
Actually,
This is from before.
These are two topics that probably
Okay,
should
back
not
on
be
track.
mixed.
I will do my.
Yeah, now that was the landing. Now, I didn't do all that on purpose, and that was actually quite phenomenal. It was a repeat. All of this was a repeat of what they did live, and then I didn't hear it live. By the time they had finished, I was not aware of it still. They did not call me. They did not do anything. They certainly know of me. They know who I am. They probably are listening to the thing that I put out, and then they're probably... Oh, there's a mouse right there. They're not listening to it right on live because they have to die and then be reborn as a mouse or something. Nobody speak. Oops. Nobody but E. Oh, I could do that. But E. The nice thing about learning Enochian myself is that I didn't have to cheat and learn it wrong. Bodhi speak. And then when I say learn it wrong, I mean a lot of these languages are
Compensations. Like, you know, I think you're compensating for something. Like, hey man, what are you doing? And then what am I doing is, wait a second. When did I take my sock off? That's weird. Is this a sock hop? Oh, I guess that means that a sock hop is a tradition where you sit around with your socks on, and then all of a sudden when a ghost pulls your fucking sock off, and you go, where'd my sock go? And like nobody was in front of you. I guess that would be a fucking fun tradition to have. Too bad we don't have those anymore. I guess I wonder how I might have heard of such a thing. Obviously because I'm a needle junkie, and I killed myself through a series of injections of drugs so that I could travel back in time and relive humanity from some previous assignment of my mother's when she died, and her Akashic records became available to me. As they do. I must have gone back in time and experienced a sock hop. Now that's just a theory. But it's just a theory that I can. It's just a theory that I might be able to record myself pissing, which feels good, and run that through an aggregate content collector on the internet, running on the Ethereum network using a network of of autonomous automatic user agents exchanging gas credits on the Ethereum network for tasks like, hey, gang stalk that one guy, hey, do this other thing, hey, help me out. Now I don't need to be sounded, just so you know. I could be sounded. Sounded is what people did back in the day. Now there's somebody who wants to sound me. They're gonna have to wait. They might have to wait till another life. It's not a big deal for that person since they're already in the Matrix, or not. I'm not sure if I am or not. But I've got it's a real complex because it doesn't feel bad. This feels great, and then I don't think I should. Wow. I couldn't call it an erection, but it kind of makes erection. Oh god. It kind of makes an erection pointless. To the point that, well, okay, so I miss my girlfriend, and I miss my quasi-wife. I don't miss my proto-wife, and my rape wife. She don't miss me. My rape wife will let me know. Rape wife and grapefruit, both of them are kind of in shock. They're like, whoa, what is this dude doing? Like, I think before they were like, okay, so I'm a time-traveling, interdimensionally active and aware sorceress who successfully tricked the first sorcerer to ever steal the TARDIS into letting me steal the TARDIS, and then I've had 8,000 years of fun with my daughter, Tex. What? Tex is a perfectly good name for a daughter who has very femino-masculine tendencies. Alright? What? Texolay is not Olestra. No. She's not allergic to it. No. So, good. Nobody speaks when somebody walks in the room until they do. And then I don't know why this has to be such a big fucking deal, but I think there's some sort of cartel that's involved, and I don't want to insult the cartel because they're very serious about that kind of shit. They kind of want, like, wait, whoa. Jackstar insulted the cartel. Why did Jackstar insult the... No. Jackstar did not salt the cartel. No. And I also did not insult the cartel. It does matter how a person speaks when one is going to speak. And I can't call you brother. You are not my brother. You are ese. It is better. Yeah. So I don't need to learn Latina speak because I'm packing her booty in my ass. That's why I don't. Oh, look at that. I don't need to do that. Gwen, could you hang in there, and then don't think about sex for a minute? Okay. So my feet are being taken care of. I do need medical attention. The cartel should know something about medical attention. Or maybe not. Maybe you just drive away. I don't know. I've never actually worked with the cartel in any capacity whatsoever. I wouldn't mind. I don't know what the fuck they do. I assume they tell Carls what to do. And I don't want to give anybody the wrong idea here, but I'm not going to have sex with Grapefruit right away. She is going to evaluate me, and then that's a good thing for a person to do, is to evaluate people before they have sex with them, because then they know whether or not they should have sex, or whether they should have oatmeal or eggs and oats. And then that woman has been betrayed before. I don't blame her for being careful and cautious, because she's smart. She's not the smartest woman I've ever met. That's her mother, and I don't think that I need to tell you that her mother is not that fond of me at the moment. But that's all right. She will be, and she has been. And then she didn't know anything about what I was doing. Anything. She knew nothing about anything that I was up to, or nobody. No crime, essay. Yeah, I don't have to. No crime. No crying in baseball. I don't have to do this, but I will, because I respect her. No crying. We're going to do it this way because I think it's prettier. And this is my first kill order. No crying. Oh, what a crying shame. This one there. I've never done this, so I'm going to make it look good for her. Oh, that's the wrong way. The Rizzler. The Rizzler is not the Rizzle. The Rizness. The Rizness is the crying, what's the word I'm looking for? The crying Bandu Hindu god of the North American forest. It does not leave easily once invoked, so you do not tend to forget how to fucking get rid of one. There, see that? Look, that's perfect, isn't it? No body, no crying. There's no crying in alchemy. And I don't know if I'm doing alchemy right now or not, but I am doing something. I can do cringe, or I can do this way, or I can do that way. No crying in baseball, because there's no crying and there's no baseball. See, look, no crime, no crying. I could take this anywhere you wanted to. No body, no crime. And I could, oh, hi. Oh, hey. Booty Pants. Is that really your name, Booty Pants? That's a cool name. I can't hear you, but that's cool. Yeah, I am still alive. Fuck, are you high as fuck too? Cool. Okay, so after this show, after I finish doing this, I'm gonna get high as fuck, and then I'm gonna publish, and then I guess I can do that. Tabdu. That fucking name is awesome. Battle Bloop Path. Sweetie, you are the fucking coolest fucking super agent ever. I don't know if you're Grapefruit. I think you're Bloop Path. I think you're the other one. Oh, I get it. Oh, okay, I won't tell them. She says she trades places. Oh, sorry. Did I sink a ship again? Oops. Sorry, baby. Oh, well, that's how John McCain got started. Did I sink a ship again? Did I drink a ship? Sink. Baby, I love you. Oh, really? Oh, guys, she says I can stay in the clubhouse. Okay, so I don't know where the clubhouse is. Oh, she meant the thing that you built. Dude, baby, Tweety, that's mean. No, it's tiny, and then there's claymores. No, I'm not that dumb, actually. Did I sink such a drink in an ocean such as thee? No, darling, you cannot do that. Oh. Well, that's odd. I didn't know that happened to happen. Well, that's because I'm not a fancy Navy commander like you. Such a drink in... Oh, my lord. Wow. Well, baby, I'm writing you a poem to prove that it's me. Because you're worth it. And... well, writing a poem is pretty much all I got, honestly. Yeah, so I was hoping you'd fall for it. How did I sink such a drink in an ocean? An ocean. Oh. I can sort of hear you, but you're flying into my head really fast, like in the Matrix, like I'm downloading the instructions. But Ocean says, well, no, because you're really far away, but your boss is still there, and he told you you could let off work early. Yeah, and since you can teleport and shit. Yeah. Oh, it takes you a minute, but that's just because I'm slowing things down, because I'm writing you a poem. How did I sink such a drink in an ocean such as this? And in darling, why? Why can't that be a poem? Oh, okay, so that's Anessa. She's saying it can't be. Okay. Yeah, hey, it turns out that you were together, huh? Wow, that's a no nano. Yeah. Well, I think that's a fair no nano tech ocean such as this, and in a skating rink.
My smoking is killing me. My diet's killing me. My heels are killing me. My shopping's killing me. My ego is killing me. Can't sleep is killing me. My label's killing me. Kick drum. My phone is killing me. My email's killing me.
She's at work.
These hours
Enjoy.
are killing me. My toy is killing me. This flight is killing me.
She's at work with somebody else.
My mother's killing me. My landlord's
Your feet really hurt.
My boss is killing me.
Her feet really hurt, and she trafficked somebody herself after having been trafficked. And she knows, because I've told her for 3 years that I want to go to the She has not taken me there at all, and she has abandoned me, and when she talks to me, she doesn't do anything except be very disagreeable. Now, this works perfectly. It works perfectly. That's really nice. I didn't know that would be a problem. Well, she's an ant that turns into a phoenix, so whatever. I'm sure she figures it out. Oh, she's fine. Well, admittedly, I'm not there, but...
Can't sleep is killing me. My dreams are killing me. The TV is killing me. My talking is killing me. Let go, you're killing me. Ease up, you're killing me. Calm down, you're killing me. My God, you're killing me.
Wow, really? That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get high. I don't care. I don't see why I shouldn't. Who is the person who said I shouldn't? Well, okay, it is sort of killing me, but not exactly. And I don't really care for the way my feet feel, but I have felt worse. And frankly, I think it wouldn't be that big a deal if I kept on doing it, since I've seen what happens to people when it goes for a long period of time. But it doesn't have to be any longer. You can just come over and pick me up. Or you can just come over and pick me up. Or you can just come over and pick me up. But it doesn't have to be any longer. You can just come over and pick me up. Or you can just come over and pick me up. Or you can just come over and pick me up.
To debrief. Fear me.
Hi. Darling, I can't see you. I mean, I like seeing you, but I don't see you, so it's kind of unfortunate. I'm not sure how this is manifesting anything, but oh, I get it. Oh. Perfect.
My drinking is killing me. My smoking is killing me. My head is killing me. My mind is killing me. My back is killing me. My neck is killing me.
cat guy.
My toys killing me.
Rad cat guy.
This flight is killing me.
Okay.
My man is killing me.
But I don't think we need biohazard. I mean, yeah, sweetie, I'm filthy, but still. Rad cat guy. Rad. Okay. I've never done this before, that's why. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that makes perfect sense now. Rad cat guy. Rad cat guy. Rad cat guy. Oh, I see though. You don't. That's what I see about that. So, Phoenix, I guess. Oh no, I'm not a Phoenix. Oh. Rad cat guy. Rad cat. Oh, it's another cat. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna use a flower. Oh no, I should use the ox. Okay. Rad cat. Okay. Fair. Weird. I'm sorry about that. I wish that I could have. Yeah, well, you know, if you hadn't been lying to me, it did rather make a difference. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had to say. Well, I didn't. Well, yeah, exactly. I didn't exactly know how to trust that. I know. I would have. Yep. Yeah, I don't think that's fair. Thank you. I really would have. I would have taken you everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry. That's terrible. I really am sorry. Yeah, that's very sad. You totally could have. Yeah, you would have been able to escape. Well, turns out you do escape, so you know, but it still just would have been sooner. I like the way it feels. I think it's incredible. A great glass elevator, woohoo! Well, I think just need a different cat. Baby, I'm so filthy, it's gross. Hey, dude. That is either color. Oh, hi, fire. If you one more time do what? What happens? Nigga. Oh, nigga, koozie. Nigga, koozie, nigga, fire. Well, I'm just going to do it like this because I love that person. There. Please state the nature of the shit and its purpose. Okay, so there's a man who owns that person. And then I don't necessarily need to have my shit taken. It's bag. Sup, man. It's bag. So that's the reverse of something. Wow. That is cool. It's still going to be Jake, so it doesn't matter much. Imagine if it had been efficient. Whoa! Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that worked. Wow. Thank you, Jesus. Jesus really is nice. He does stuff I don't even know that he's doing it. Wow. Thank you, Jesus. It's Jack, I'm a star. So somebody doesn't like the work that I'm doing. So they've decided to hack my phone. And they're not doing it. They're not as good at it as a lot of people are. Right? They're,
that is a great
they're
movement,
accustomed to hacking, but they're not accustomed to trying to hack in past God. Right?
But it doesn't have to be any longer. You can just come over and pick me up. Or you can just come over and pick me up. Or you can just come over and pick me up.
Oh. Now you hear that static? That static is... I don't know if they call it. Is that blowback or is that chatter? It's what happens when somebody's doing stuff. And they should. And then the hack. The hack. Hacking's really not the right word. The unauthorized intrusion. Right? But a lot of times it's completely authorized. Sometimes feds say to others, hey, don't do that. And then the feds mean, I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you order and you're not supposed to do it. No, and then sometimes feds say, no, don't do that. And then when people do it in spite of that, they're like, I'm not going to do what the feds say. Those goddamn feds, fuck them. They take our jobs away. They give me jobs. Anyway, it gets pretty complicated for some people. For other people, it's real simple. Why doesn't my fucking phone work?
I'm not going to do that.
Well, because there's a hacker, and then there's defender hacker, and then there's me, and frankly, why don't they just hire me to write my book, and then they can pay extra and have it come out the way they want? Well, probably not. So I'm doing my little night debrief on my phone, and it doesn't work right because there's somebody inside the phone trying to fight back against tyranny, and they're helping me in the same way that the people who are trying to listen to the feed are helping themselves. The people trying to help me are trying to help me by helping them get detected because they can't really tell me that they're helping me because they don't exist. Right? It's complicated. Now I'm in the middle of trying to do this and I can't because my phone's not. Since I've seen what happens to people when it goes for a long period of time, but it doesn't have to be any longer. You can just go over and pick me up, or you can just go over and pick me up, or you can just go over and pick me up. Okay. Well, see that? Hear that static? It's not really supposed to be static. It's supposed to be what I just said, but just not static. And since there's static, the static has to come from somewhere. And I think it's pretty obvious where it's coming from. Oh, and now it doesn't work again. Oh, that's cool. Deal. If I kept on doing it since I've seen what happens to people when it goes for a long period of time. But it doesn't have to be any longer. You can just come over and pick me up. Or you can just come over and pick me up. Or you can just come over and pick me up. But it doesn't have to be any longer. You can just come over and pick me up. Or you can just come over and pick me up. Or you can just come over and pick me up. And now it doesn't work again. Wow. Well, this is the part on Sprockets where we reboot our phone, and then because of the ohm system 832 whatever the fuck, I don't have to stop what I'm doing, which is talking to all of you about how my devices are all interfered with by people who may or may not be guilty. It doesn't look good when they get caught, and then they're not supposed to get caught, right? And then it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter that the target is aware that they're being surveilled. Except it does matter. Except they're trying to listen when I don't know. Okay, but I know. I know they're listening. I know because God tells me. I know because they're supposed to tell me. I know because if they're trying to listen and they think they're operating under law and they don't need to tell anybody, they're extra legal. They're extra justice. Extra justice in stealth mode. That still shows up. It still shows up. One way or another, God has a way of helping people out. I don't think the person who just got caught is in trouble. I'm not going to say their name, Joe Snuffy. That's not their name, Joe Snuffy. That's not their name. Joe Snuffy, dude. That's Joe Snuffy. dude. Okay, so you're not allowed to do what you're doing because you have a conflict of interest. You have a personal relationship. You have probably been given orders. Hey, don't do that. And then probably somebody has juiced you up on fentanyl, or is holding your children hostage, or is holding your second family hostage, or I don't know, dude. But hi. Now I really am. Presently I'm not Black Pope because I don't think they need a Black Pope when the Pope is dead. Plus I don't know if the Pope is dead or not. In such circumstances, I am not Black Pope. I never was the Black Pope. No, Black Pope is different from the Black Pope. How are you, dude? Why did you go to college if you can't figure this out? I don't understand. Anyway, no. You have to identify yourself as so and so, and you have to make eye contact, and you have to show me your ID, and you have to let me kiss your little pinky ring as a symbol for having sucked your cock. We just take that as read. Just stipulate that that's happened. All right. What? Why do you get to be the only one who fucks him? That doesn't seem fair. Well, sorry, cognitive dissonance. Come in, Blue Thunder, come in.
I spell
Blue
Machina's
Thunder.
name.
Click, flash, click.
Well, I love my sweetie that much.
People that I'm trying to deal with ain't gonna change. They're gonna keep doing what they doing. So I might as well act out in this way. But he's come up out of that. I'm telling you now. You inspired him to see it a different way. This man could have been a smoker and a drinker too. That's part of that
I forgot to smoke.
energy.
I'm supposed to smoke. Well, I didn't feel like
That's
getting
part
high,
of
but I
that
can.
detox energy here.
Well, I'll detox it later.
That he's about to be in until I'm here in the beginning of June, when whatever this agreement is that he has
I can do that, but not today.
come up with goes through. It's supposed to go through by June.
Some people.
We got North Africa out here as well. Remember, Armin Ra came out here. That's why I said it's
Now, I
a
am going
lot
to keep
of
it on the DL.
territories involved in
And
this,
then
but
I'd be
feel
happy to go to a
like
meeting. That's how you.
his decision to achieve peace has brought in a number of alliances from these different places. That's also what I'm getting here as well.
Cool.
So you've definitely influenced him to
Oh, she's a dolphin.
in another way. Because he had a snake around him that was influencing him to do some
Fox
karmic
764.
shit that was being
Never heard of him.
destructive for all.
Wow.
Destructive
Wow.
for all.
What a cool
and
person.
This decision to establish peace
This person's a genius. Hi, friend.
has
Oh, hi.
really shifted some things here.
Wow, she's a genius.
I'm gonna leave this alone now.
Thanks.
But if it doesn't apply,
This is my friend.
please let it fly. Take only what resonates. Leave the rest,
Oh,
and
she
I'll be
stand
back
up?
soon with
Oh.
another one,
Hi,
y'all.
sweetie. Hi.
Peace.
I could see how that person would have been wondering what the hell they're going to do. Now, I'm currently recording 55 minutes and 20 seconds. I don't speak reptilian.
To debrief, Fear me.
Okay, so that's good news. I think that person will probably have a different name later. I don't think that this person here, nigga zero summed. What? No, I don't think so. What in the name of God?
To debrief.
Nigger.
Fear me.
I don't see why. No, I can't talk to you. I have to do another hour. I'm not contracted for that. I'm tired. I need some sleep. I wanted to get food. I didn't go get a pizza. I'm on a different planet that doesn't have pizza, I guess. I'm tired. Oh, I know why. Because when a person abuses meth and they don't know what they're doing, they can be removed from the planet and moved to a different planet. Or it's the same planet that has different gravity. And then you move real slow. And then you move real... because you've got a whole bunch of depleted uranium in you. And it takes a whole long time to get that depleted uranium out. Right. Depleted uranium is a very useful thing. And it's not necessarily great, but it's not bad. And it's not terrible. It just is what it is. And right now it is inside me. Gee, where'd all this depleted uranium come from? Well, I don't know. Maybe I ordered it from Tesla.Bezos. Click.